Yeah. So first of all, introduction and installation part of Power BI. Actually, BI means business intelligence in Power BI. Okay, and it has the capacity to clean the data as well as it can convert the data into many beautiful dashboard and reports, which will look like this. Okay, if you are having an Excel sheet or any other form of data set, it will look very clumsy, like lot of rows and columns will be there. But when we are able to convert that particular data set into a dashboard like this, it will look very good and we will be able to understand clearly that what actually things are going. I mean, what are actually going on. It is very easy to understand those things because in like files and all things will be written. Here it is in the picture format. So for us, more than written things, more than text, picture affects our brain a lot, right? And we will understand more clearly with the help of a picture. Okay, so that particular human psychology is used over here. And the app that is used, the particular service that is used over here is Power BI Desktop. It is an application where we can do data cleaning as well as visualization. And there are some tools of Power BI like Power Query, which is used to clean the data. Power Pivot, where different tables or different data sources are connected together. If there is a common column between them, there is something common between them, then we can join them together. Regarding Power View, the visualization part where we can access different charts. More than 250 charts are there, like bar chart, donut chart, pie chart, funnel chart, tree map, lot of things are there. Then next is Power BI service. It is a particular paid kind of thing. See, Power BI desktop is free to use, but Power BI service is a paid kind of thing. It is free for 2 months, and after that you have to pay around $10 per month. But since it is a paid thing, we will not be using it in our internship. We will be using only Power BI desktop, which is free to use. Is that clear, Vishaka?
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now moving on to the next thing, that is Power BI Facts. Actually, it was actually formed by Ron George in 2010. And at that time, the name of this particular app was, the particular service was Project Crescent. And later on in 2011, it was made publicly available with the name of Denali. And after that, it was renamed as Power BI for Office and it was released as a Excel plugin. And in 2015, we got the Excel that we are using today, but more upgraded version. Okay. So now moving on to the importance of Power BI. Actually, this is the Google trend, you can say. Okay, how many people searched for this particular word called Power BI? So it shows you gradual increase in the search throughout the year. Okay, so it is a very positive thing. And moving on to rest of the important features are like there are 1,200 different functions available in Power BI, which you can use to manipulate the data and modify it into the required form. And there are 280 visuals available. As I already told, many bar chart, stack column chart, then donut chart, pie chart, lot of things are there. And it is very less expensive compared to other BI tools because if we are telling about the paid things like Power BI service is actually cost around $10 per month. But at the same place, Tableau Desktop, which is the paid version of Tableau, cost around $70 per month. So you can see the difference over there. And it can accept data from 100 different data sources that I will tell you when I will open that Power BI desktop after explaining the installation part. Next thing is it is recognized as the best tool by the Gartner company. Gartner company is a company which actually compares all the BI products or BI tool, and this is the link for that. So I will show you how it works. Like I will copy this link and let us paste it over here. So this chart actually shows you the I mean which Power BI tool excelled in a particular year like that in 2022. Sorry. And regarding this particular chart, when you will go over there, here you can see that Gartner Magic Quadrant for Business Intelligence. Okay. So throughout the year, you can see the journey of Power BI. Okay, once again, let us check out. Yeah, like 2015, it was somewhere here, and gradually it made its position over there, and Tableau is here. So you can see Tableau is much below compared to Power BI. Okay, so this is how the importance of Gardner company. You can go through this link also. I will actually post this link in the chat. Okay, you can yourself go through it.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so we will actually alter the PPT to this. Let us take. Yeah, okay. Right, while going through this link, you can see individual charts, and in this particular link, you can see that what actually change progress happened to Power BI in this link. Okay, so moving on to next chart. Yeah. Okay, that was regarding the importance of Power BI. Now, next thing is installation part. First of all, you have to write Power BI in the Google search bar. Then you can see the first link that is coming is powerbi.microsoft.com. Just click over it, and then this page will come. Then you have to click on products, and there you can see Power BI desktop, which is the tool that we can use for free. So you have to click on it. Okay, then you can simply go for download for free, or if you want to change the language, you can click over it and later you can change it. If English is comfortable for you, keep it as it is. Okay, then you need to click on download.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
uh,
ma'am.
yeah, no, and then you need to click on download, and after that, this page will come. Then you have to check out your system is 64-bit system or 32-bit system. If your system is 64-bit, you have to mark this checkbox. Otherwise, if it is 32-bit system, mark this checkbox. Okay. And since my system is 64-bit, I have marked this one only. Okay. And then click on next. Okay. After that, this particular setup file will come. Okay, PBI desktop setup.exe. Then you have to double click over it. Okay, as you do any other installation of the software, the same way you have to do. Just click next and then click finish. Okay, just click on next and then next. And after that, you have to mark the checkbox. I accept terms in license agreement. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. And after that, you have to click on next. And here the path regarding the installation is coming. Okay, if you want to change the path to any other path in the C drive, that also you can do. Then click on
Okay,
next.
ma'am.
Then after that, you click on install. Okay. Then the files will start copying. And after that, click on next. That's it. Then this Power BI desktop, I mean, Power BI desktop will come. Okay. This two windows will come. You can close it. And behind them, this particular Power BI desktop is there. So you can use it. So this is the Power BI desktop. But you have to check whether the Power BI that is already there. Sometimes it may already be there in the system. Okay, if it is used by someone else and all, who is actually using it at regular terms, then that time you have to check out whether it is the new version of Power BI or not. You have to check whether the transform data option is there or not. If it is not there, that means it is not the new version of Power BI, it is the older version. Okay, then you need to upgrade it. And the next thing is you have to check out whether filter pane is there or not. If it is not there, then also you need to upgrade it. Now the question is how to upgrade it. So for that, you need to go to files. Okay. And there you can see options and settings. Okay. You have to click over it. Then the options will come. You have to click on the options and this page will come. Then you have to click on preview features. Okay, when you will click on preview features, this particular page will come. Then you have to mark whichever checkboxes is required. And after that, you have to, when all whichever checkboxes that is required for your project is already marked, then you have to click on OK. And then it will, it will be upgraded. Is it clear, Vishaka?
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. So let us take Power BI right now. Okay. Here it is. I'm double clicking it as any other software. So it will take some time to load. So this is Power BI desktop, which is free to use for all of us. We can download the file, we can convert it into PDF format also. And actually here you are supposed to submit it in the PDF format so that we can easily access it and we can easily go through it. Okay, actually PBIX is the interactive form of Power BI project and PDF is the static one. But it is easy to go through PDF file. That's why I'm telling you, you send both of the files when you have done the project. Okay, every week you will get a new project to do, new task to do. Okay, it will not be a big project. It will be a small,
Okay,
small
ma'am.
task, which will give you an idea that how you should do things. Okay. So as I told you that hundreds of sources are there from which Power BI can actually take data. So you have to, you can see over here, get data option is there. Here, get data option is there. And when we opened there also, one get data option was there. Like I will close it once again. And when I will open it, there also I will show you. I forgot to show that thing. Now the two windows will appear. There also get data option is there. On clicking that option, you can simply export any data into Power BI. Okay, here also get data option is there. Okay. And here also in field also get data option is there. So you can choose this get data option from anywhere. Okay. And then you can take the file that you want to load in Power BI. Okay, now when I will click on this particular drop down, you can see these many options are there. Not only these many options, when you will click on more or on the icon itself, you can see many options will be there from where we can extract data. Like it can be an exe file, sorry, it can be a Excel file, it can be a CSV file, it can be XML, JSON, folder, PDF, a URL, anything. Lot of sources are there. Okay. So whichever form of file is there, most of the file you can access. Okay, these many options are there. Is it clear? Like how we can connect with 100 different sources, that particular line?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now I'm taking this Excel workbook, okay? And I will try to make you understand that how to count something like one of the way of, I mean, counting, how it can be done that I will tell you. Let's go to download and there Indian states and districts are there. I will choose this particular file, which is an Excel file because we have chosen Excel only. Excel can be chosen from here also. Like if you want to load an Excel file, this option you can use. And one more option is there. This option also you can use. Okay. And here the sheet is coming. Okay. So this is the Indian states and district, and in a Excel file, many sheets will be there. So only one sheet is present in it. When you will choose this particular thing, you can see the preview of it. But the load option and the transform option, they both are disabled. So if you want to enable it, you have to click on the checkbox. Then only it will get activated. Okay. And here, I just want to ask you that, is there any problem with this data set that you can see? Any issue with this data set? Vishaka,
Ma'am, null.
nulls are there. So we need to remove it. Okay. So directly don't go for load. Go for transform data because there you can clean the data and there you will came to know about that one of the tool of Power BI, that is Power Query. Okay. You have to click on transform data in order to clean it. Okay, now this is a new window. It is called Power Query Editor. This is one of the tool of Power BI which is used for cleaning the data. Okay, This one is Power BI Desktop, which is a free version of Power BI which we can use. And within that Power BI Desktop itself, this is Power Query Editor, which is a tool of it, which we can use to clean the data. Okay, and these are the column headers which you can see over here. These are the column headers. And when you will click on the drop down of a particular column header, you can see unique entities within it, like distinct entities. Like I will tell you. Here, Andaman Nicobar is appearing 3 times because there are 3 districts in Andaman Nicobar. This is the data set corresponding to the state name and union territory name, along with the districts that those particular state and UTs are having. Okay. So here you can see Andaman Nicobar have 3 districts. That's why it is repeated 3 times. Andhra Pradesh is having more than that. That's why it is repeated that many times, right? But the problem when you will click on the this drop down, you can see Andaman Nicobar is appearing only 1 time. That means only unique entities are being shown, not the repeated terms. Okay. So the drop down will give you how many unique entities are there in a particular column. Okay. When you will click on the column drop down. Okay. These many districts are there. Okay. You can scroll down and you can see rest of the things like in case of districts, this is regarding districts. Uh, Adilabad, Agra, Ahmedabad, like that, Ahmednagar, a lot of things are there. When you will scroll down, you can see other districts also. Okay, simply. And here, some state types are this. Whether it is a state type, it is a union territory, those things are written. Okay, null values are also there because one null entry we have already seen over here, right? And regarding this column, it is having only null entries, right? Because only null is there in the unique entities. Is it clear, Shaka?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so we don't need this column, right? Because it is having all nulls. Such columns will not give us any data, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So we need to remove it. So how to remove a column is you have to simply right click over it and then there is an option called remove. When you will click on it, that particular column is removed entirely. Now, right now we are not having it. But if you want that column to be back, you when you will click on Control Z, it will not come. See, I am pressing Control Z, but it is not coming. Because here, in order to undo a particular thing, what you need to do is, whatever changes are happening now, that is recorded in this applied steps. Here you can see removed column. This is the last step happened. Okay. Now when you will click
Yes,
on this
ma'am.
cross mark, at that time only that will appear again. So if you want to undo something, you have to click on the cross mark over here. Okay. Since I don't want,
Okay.
since I don't want it, again, I will simply remove it by right clicking over it. Okay. Now the thing is that any problem with this data again? Any issues regarding it?
No, ma'am.
But here you can see first row, which is a somewhat problematic thing, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. It's null and
The
nil.
entire row is not required, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Wait a second, wait a second. Okay. So this first row is not required because it is having some website data, some null data, some null data. It is entirely useless thing, right? So actually, in order to remove this particular row, there is an option in remove rows. You have to go to remove rows, and there is an option called remove top rows, using which you can remove any number of top rows from the top. And this option is regarding removing any number of rows from the bottom. Okay, sometimes some nulls will appear in the bottom also. So in our case, nulls is there in the top. I will click on this top. Okay, since only one row is having problem, right? Rest of the rows are all good. So I will press only I will enter only one in it. Okay. Then click on OK. Then
Okay.
that particular row is removed. Now that cleaning is done, but there is some problem with this column header, right? Column 2, column 3, update list, something is coming. Actually, this should be the column header. Like what are the state names? State. What are the district name? District. Whether it is of state type or union type. So state type should come over there, right? Actually, this should be the column header, isn't it? Vishakha, are you able
Yes.
to understand? This should be the
Ma'am.
column header.
Yes.
So in home, there is an option called use first row as header. Okay. When you will click on this particular
Yes, ma'am.
option, that became the first row. I mean, that became the column header. First row became the column header. Now it is all good, right? Our data is all good,
Yes.
right? Yes. And we can just click on remove rows. And there is an option called remove errors. We can choose this in order to remove if any error is there in the data set. It will not affect our data set in the wrong way. It will actually remove all the errors if any is present. Okay. Then again, when you will click on remove rows, there is an option called remove blank rows. This is also applicable for all the data set. Okay, because we don't need any blank rows in our data set. So that two option you can apply anywhere. Is it clear? Clear, right?
Yes,
Our
ma'am.
data set is good and now we are good to go. Now we can save this entire data set into our Power BI desktop, which is over here, right? It is not right now, it is not having any data. When we will go to Power Query and we will choose this close and apply, every changes will be get reflected into this Power BI desktop here. It will come, data will come over here in the field option. Okay. So now what I'm doing is click on close and apply. Okay, now slowly all the data will get loaded over here. You can see the change. Here data is getting loaded. That's why it is showing some flashy rows. And here also loading is appearing like it is showing in the dialog box.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so all the rows got loaded, 765 rows got loaded. Now this is the name of the data set, right? I mean, the name was actually Indian States and UT, but within that particular sheet or Excel file, there was a sheet called sheet 1. So that's why it is showing. So the columns are district, state, and state type, right? It is shown in an alphabetic form, not in the form in which data set is already there. This is actually the report view, this particular thing. When you will go move your cursor over there, you can see report. This is report view. When you will move your cursor over this particular table kind of thing, you can see data. This is data view. When you will click over it, you can see the entire data set. Okay. And if more than one tables are there and if you can join them together, so that can be done in this model view. Here you can see one table, two, three. Three tables are joined together like this. Okay, this is the symbol which is showing you the model view. Okay, this is model view. Only one table is there. That's why only that one is shown. If more than one table would be there, that table will also be there. So I will explain that thing in the data modeling section. That will be the second last class. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So this is your data set. Okay. State names are there, district names are there, whether it is a state or UT, that is also mentioned. When you will click on the drop down over here also, you can see the entire things. Okay. State and union territory, which type of thing is it? Okay. And here different districts are mentioned. Okay. Different districts are there. And in case of state, different state names will be there. State and union territory. Right. So I just want to ask you if you want to make a bar chart, like a bar chart. Okay. This is your bar chart. And if you want to find that, I mean, if you want the state and union territory name in the x-axis and how many districts are there in those particular state and union territories in y-axis, what you should understand from this particular data set? Any idea how you will make it?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so there is a logic behind it. Like You can see Agra, Aligarh, then Ambedkar Nagar, Amethi, Amora. Many districts are there in Uttar Pradesh, right? So how many districts are there in Uttar Pradesh? Actually, it shows that how it is dependent on the things that how many times the state name is repeated, right? If five states are there in Uttar Pradesh, five districts are there in Uttar Pradesh, then it will be repeated 5 times, right? Isn't it? Like Uttar Pradesh,
Yes,
Agra,
ma'am.
Uttar Pradesh, Aligarh. They are all districts. They are actually showing you different entities, but state is same only. That's why it is repeated that many times. How many districts are there? That many times it will be repeated, right? Isn't it? Like in case,
Yes, ma'am.
uh,
Yes.
yeah, like in case of Puducherry, it is repeated 4 times because it is having 4 districts only, right? Karaikal, Mahi, Puducherry, Yanam, sorry. Only 4 districts are there. That's why it is repeated 4 times. In case of Lakshadweep, it is only one time written over here because it is only having one district. Okay. Ladakh, it is having 2 districts, Kargil and Leh. Right. So that's why it is repeated 2 times. So number of times the particular state or union territory is
Yes.
repeated actually gives us the count of district, right? That is the logic behind it. Isn't it? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So we can use the same logic over here. See, depending upon the problem statement that you are having, logic will vary. In this particular task, we can use this logic. In another task, we can use another logic. So I'm telling you regarding this task only. Okay. So here, what we can do is we can take this state. This is state, right? We can take the state in x-axis so that names of states and union territories will be shown over here. Okay. And when we will take the same state in y-axis, automatically it will take count of state. Although we are placing the same state over here, but automatically it will actually take the count of state because y-axis will take only the numerical data. X-axis will take the categorical data. Is that clear?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so here and when we will move our cursor over any bar, it will show us the state name. What is there in x-axis and what is corresponding value in y-axis. So state is Uttar Pradesh and count of state is 75, right? So count of state actually gives you an idea that how many districts are there, right? So
Okay, ma'am.
yeah,
Okay.
this is the black thing that is coming when we are moving our cursor over there is called tooltip. Okay, so tooltip actually shows us the value of, I mean, number of districts in different states and union territories, right? Like Delhi, okay, like in case of Lakshadweep, only one is there. Okay, so it is actually showing you in the tooltip. Dadar Nagar Haveli and Daman Diu is having 3 districts. Okay, it is a union territory.
Okay.
Okay. So here actually what is happening is that we now we are able to get the number of districts with the help of number of times states are getting repeated. States or union territory are getting repeated. But here we are not, by seeing the graph, we are not able to say exactly what is the number. On moving the cursor only we are able to say. So if you want a number at the top of the bar, in that case, you have to select the visual. See, when you are clicking outside, it is not selected. But when you are clicking inside it, it will get selected. Okay. And here you have to go to this format option. And in the format option, there is an option called data labels. When you will make it on, you can see 75, 55, 38 numbers are appearing over the bar. So this is how you can simply show that how many districts are there in a particular state. And this particular name is somewhat inappropriate. So you can change that name also. Simply go to the visual itself. Okay. No, simply go to the format itself. And there in y-axis, you can see title option is there. So this is the title of y-axis, right? And when you will click over it, automatically what is there that is coming, like count of state. You can change it to number of district also. Number of districts. right? So it is appearing over here, state and number of district, right? And if you want to change the state to union territories, in that case also select this particular visual, go to format, and in x-axis there also you can change the title. Okay, automatically state is coming. You can write state bar ut. Okay, so here what is coming, state bar ut. What is the name of state bar state or union territory, and how many districts are there? And here itself, like in visual, you can change rest of the things. Like you can change the size of the entire thing. Like you can write size over here. When you will write size over there, you can see corresponding to x-axis. These are the values: Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra. So you can simply increase the size of them like this. Okay. You can simply increase the size like this. So now it is getting changed. You can make it bold, italic, whatever you want. Okay. And similarly,
Okay.
this title is very small in size. So in case of title, you can increase its size like this. Okay. So it is getting bigger. And in case of y-axis, if these values are too small to see, you can increase its size. Okay. Like this, and you can increase the size of title also. Okay, and this count of state by state is actually title of the entire graph. So in order to change it, you need to close this thing. Okay, you need to close this thing, go to general, and there in title, if you want to change the title of it, like if you want to write like number of districts in different states and union territory, that you can write number of. So here you can see things are getting changed. Okay, number of districts, states, and UP. Okay, state also. There is some spelling mistake, so I will correct it. Districts, yeah. Okay. So it is appearing there, and if you want to increase its size or make it to heading tool, something like that, also you can do. You can increase its size like this. Okay, and you can change the alignment also. If you want to make it in the middle, you can do that. If you want to change the color of the text like to any other color, like this color, you can make it bold also. You can change the font type also. Okay, so a lot of things are there that you can explore by yourself and do. If you want to change the background color, which is white in color, you can change it to some other color also, like any other color like this. Okay, you can put some background color also. And in this chart also, you can do many.
Okay.
Yeah, in this chart also, if you want to put some emblem or something like that, well, let us check out. Let us take any of like India, Indian, I mean, a particular symbol regarding India also we can check out in free pick. See, free pick is a particular website which you can use to download some free images. Okay, that also you can use in this dashboard and all. Okay, so that no copyright issue will come. You can use free pick, Pixabay, lot of sites are there which you can use to get some images, or you can use Canva also. Like this is Canva. Okay, you can create some InDesign. You can you can make your own chart and all. Okay, let us see whether free pick came or not. In free pick also, different options will be there, like India. I'll write simply India. Only 1 minute is left. Up to this, everything is clear. You please join once again. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. We can choose this. We can download it. Okay. Okay. That is in zip format. We need to take it. Okay. This will be the image. Extract to downloads itself. Okay. Or you can make the image in Canva also. Like in Canva, as I already told you. You can take any form of things and you can put some photos from here. Okay, you can put anything like this.